No Time to Die. I would say there's no time to waste to see this movie. Hello and welcome. I'm Malcolm. This is Mal on the Movies. I'm here to give you my straight out of the theater reaction to No Time to Die, the new James Bond film starring Daniel Craig and directed by Cary Fukunaga. I just came out of the Scotiabank Theater half an hour ago. I set up my camera here so that I would have a nice composition for you to look at. And there's a lot of street noise here, so hopefully you'll be able to make out what I'm saying about this film. I just watched it in IMAX at the Scotiabank Theater. It's a stunning film. I was so emotionally moved by this film. Unlike any Bond film I've ever seen before, No Time to Die has an emotional weight and resonance to it that I have not experienced with a Bond film before. The first 20 minutes are just an emotional dive into James Bond and his romantic life. And it is phenomenal. I was on the verge of tears. Honestly, I kid you not. The first 20 minutes, the action sequence and the emotional storyline there, which leads into the classic Bond title sequence, which itself is a further addition to the emotional ride this film gives you right from the start with Billie Eilish's song, No Time to Die. I was on the floor just like, oh my God, you absolutely got me. This movie, I mean, when that movie gets you like that in the first 20 minutes, they got to do a whole heck of a lot of wrong to undo that. And this film does nothing wrong. There are no missteps in this film. It is one of the most exceptionally directed Bond films that I've ever seen. Cary Fukunaga is absolutely a master of his craft. The film is breathtaking. I watched it in IMAX. All the action sequences are, as tall as 4 stories. So you're just immersed in the action. It's like you're falling over the cliff. You're on the motorbike. You're being shot at. I mean, the plotting of the stunts is just insane. It's so next level. It's breathtaking. And then, once we get through that emotional 20 minutes, then we start settling into the story, and the story starts building out, and we get to meet all these interesting new characters. Lashana Lynch absolutely kills it. She is amazing. She's so powerful and so on and just fantastic. I mean, that goes across the board. All the actors in this film are so dialed in. Their performances are top-notch. They're all so compelling. Léa Seydoux is just phenomenal. She has such emotional bandwidth, to use a phrase. She's just a well of emotions. You just look in her eyes and you're like, oh my God. And she just pulls it out, stop after stop after stop in this film. She is like the emotional heart of this film, and she's so powerful and so captivating. And you're just on the edge of your seat, just hoping, wishing, and praying that this thing works out for Bond with Léa Seydoux. Just breathtaking. And then you meet Ana de Armas, who has a wonderful scene with Bond. It's such a fun scene. She's so game on in the action in this film. See Felix Leiter again, the amazing Jeffrey Wright reprising his character, incredible as always. The way they handle Felix Leiter's character throughout the film is such a reverence to the character, which is really nice to see. There you have muscles. So all the performances are spot on. They're incredible, top to bottom. It's such a ride. Ralph Fiennes just so brilliant. In his first scene, when he really comes in as M. Mallory, he's just so interesting. I don't want to say anything about it, but it's just like, wow. Who brings that to this movie? Ralph Fiennes does. He's so badass. It's just unbelievable. And then, of course, you've got the wonderful Ben Whishaw, who's just so delightful as always. Naomi Harris, just incredible as Moneypenny as usual. And so, I was just floored by this film, top to bottom. It's a knockout. It's an emotional ride. It's action-packed. The production design is out of this world. You eventually get to the heart of Spectre and you meet Blofeld again. And, I don't think that's a spoiler, but in case it is, I won't talk about it. But the production design around it is fantastic. And then you get the grand finale in the third act is just astounding. You end up on this remote island, and it's just breathtaking. The incredible design. I mean, it's really kind of like Dr. No on steroids. Next level. This compound with that is run by Rami Malek's character, who also is excellent as the Bond villain, a typical world-dominating character who wants to take over the world. He just does such a great job. He's so well suited to this character. It's based on this like Zen type character, so it's really interesting to kind of use this Zen trope of like these bonsai gardens and these rare plants and the twist they put on it. And you've got Rami Malek, I'm sure you've seen in the trailer, with his bubbled up, burnt out face, just perfectly eerie. And he's got such a great calm about him. And he has this couple of great scenes, one with Lea Seydoux, where it's just so calm, and his delivery is so measured, and it just works so well. And if anyone's concerned about the changing of the guard or the handing over of the torch, all I can say is you've got nothing to worry about there. Bond is in great hands. The writers have done a fantastic job on this film. It really is top-notch Bond. It's honest to God, I enjoyed this film, I think, the most I've ever enjoyed any Bond film. And, I was there when Skyfall came out, and Sam Mendes, really shifted Bond in a huge way and made it into an actual dramatic film that was riveting and that captivated you with an actual story and believable characters that were grounded in realism. And Cary Fukunaga just takes that baton and friggin' just kills it. He just friggin' goes mad with it, and he takes it to the next level. I'm sure Sam Mendes is just gobsmacked when he watches this movie going, God damn it, that's what I was trying to do, and you did it. But God damn it, congratulations to you. I think that's how I feel. I feel like Cary Fukunaga kind of made the quintessential Sam Mendes Bond film. And he was just able, with his wonderful vision of the world and his incredible talent, to bring all that to Bond and really bring Bond properly into the new world. And that's what he's done with No Time to Die. And it's a very exciting place that Bond is in now. And I'm really excited for the future of Bond. And I don't say that as just a bandwagon jumper on cultural shifts and stuff. I just say that as a Bond fan, as someone who's watched Bond since I was a kid. I've watched every Bond movie except for the George Lazenby ones. So I think I've seen just about every one of them. And the last 5 with Daniel Craig's reign has really been the cream of the crop. And I just feel so lucky to be alive now to see this particular Bond with Daniel Craig. The 25th Bond in I don't know how many decades. Like, has it been 60 years since Bond? 62 since Dr. No? Wow, so there you go, almost 60 years. And so we finally have this film, a year in the wait thanks to COVID, but it's well worth the wait. The new Bond is phenomenal. Maybe I'll need to do more review. I don't know. I'll see. I'll watch this. I want to know what you think. So No Time to Die, I would say there's no time to waste to see this movie. Yeah. It's bang on with the action. It's bang on with the story. It's bang on with the emotional depth, the character resonance, and on top of it all, it's jam-packed with humor. I mean, Daniel Craig is just slaying it, joke after joke. I'm just laughing in the theater. He's just killing it with his loose sort of facility with Bond. That's always been a key characteristic of Bond, that sort of suave, laissez-faire, off-the-cuff nature of it, and Daniel Craig just has always embodied that so well. And so his humor is just fantastic in this. Got a lot of laughs, and that's a credit to Fukunaga again. The way that he can shift resonances from scene to scene, he can take you to an incredible emotional depth that you're not expecting to go in a James Bond movie, and he can take you, give that emotional depth and resonance to a James Bond movie, and then flip you into this incredible action scene, and then take you back into that through line of the emotional story with Bond and Lea Seydoux's character. It's just so powerful and so strong and so riveting. It's out of this world, and then he'll flip you again into a light moment, and he's just always there, kind of taking you from one movement of emotion to another movement of action to another, a moment of comedy to a moment of darkness to these incredible characters. So I think I've said quite enough, and you get the idea that I absolutely loved No Time to Die. I'll probably be seeing it at least another time, if not another couple of times before it leaves the cinema. I highly recommend the big screen experience. The IMAX is absolutely out of this world. It's, 5 stories of cinema, and half the movie is top to bottom IMAX, and it's just unreal. So I absolutely loved it. I can't wait for you to see it. Like I said, no time to die, no time to waste to see this movie. Catch it as soon as you can. Do yourself a favor. It's one of the best films, not just one of the best Bond films, it's just straight up one of the best films ever made, dare I say. So I enjoyed the hell out of it. I can't wait to see it again. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in. As always, take care and all the best to you.